they said that you came up to them and you offered them $1,000 to not call the police. Hello.
Hey, bud, my partner just needs to confirm what you told me, okay?
You were driving this vehicle? This one? All right, let's take a walk. What? Can you tell me what happened? Walk with me. Can you tell me what happened?
Breaking the turtle for the
Okay.
swing I got right there.
Yeah.
Turtle the wheels, turtle, and I saw a lady swinging behind me.
Okay. All right, so you were headed south. She was behind you.
She swerved.
You go to turn in here, and instead of her going around and completely missing you, she just ran right into you.
All I was supposed to see was her flashing those bright lights.
Okay. Okay. Were you the only one in the car? You okay? All right. Can you tell me who was driving the other car? Huh? Did you see? Well, no. Did you see somebody get out of the car though?
Yeah.
Who got out of the car? Can you point to me? Here, walk with me. And anywhere around here, do you see the female that exited the car?
Right there.
The female sitting on the bench down there?
Yeah.
Okay, you saw her get out of the driver's seat of the car?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. My partner, he already got some of your information?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah, just hang tight for me. I'm going to go talk with her a little bit, and then he'll get the accident and stuff information for you, okay?
Hey, talk to me for a minute.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's my nephew.
That's fine.
That's my room right there.
That's fine.
When I say it was loud, it was super loud. Like,
No, oh, I know. Yeah, they're an accident. Metal on metal is not quiet.
hurry up and ran out of the house.
Uh-huh.
She was running down the street.
Which way?
Right here.
No. Like that way, that way, that
No,
way.
She pulled up over there, but she
Okay,
was
got it.
right here.
Okay.
And she ran over. She said, "Oh my God, are you okay?" He jumped out. He was holding his leg, and he was
Yeah.
like, "Look at my fucking car."
Okay.
She said, "Oh my God, please don't call the police. Look, I got $1,000 in my bank account. I'll give it to you. Please, 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 please don't call the police." And she just kept saying that. I said, "No, we got to call." So I hurried up and called his dad, and I said,
Okay.
"Look, I'm gonna call 911."
Okay, got it.
That's-
Okay.
But is she okay?
I'm gonna talk to her in just a
I'm
second.
sorry, talking about health-wise, is she okay? She ain't injured or nothing.
I haven't even talked to her.
All right.
Yeah. The only reason why I'm out here, I'm out to see if she was okay to drive at the time of the accident.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
He's gonna be doing the accident. He's already talked with her about that. I'm gonna see an ambulance. I'm gonna see.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Ma'am, my name is Officer Robinson. I work with the police department. Okay. What I'm gonna ask if you can just walk just right in front of my vehicle because we're gonna talk right there. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So the whole reason why I'm here, I know you've already talked to a few other officers, right? I'm here to make sure that you're okay to drive at the time of the accident. All right? So, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. This is just me and you having a conversation. Okay? So the other officer, Officer Hobart, he's doing what's called a civil crash investigation. Okay? Now, in him talking with you, he thinks he might have seen a few signs of impairment. Okay, so he wants me to make sure, again, that you are okay to drive at the time of the accident. Before I ask you questions like that are very direct, what I have to do is I have to read you your rights, okay? You're not under arrest right now, okay? But because later on I might have questions along those lines, I have to do that part first. Do you mind if I take a look at your eyes? Is that okay? Yeah? Okay. I'm going to have you just turn and face me. That way you're not looking into my headlights. And if you could you put your feet together for me? And then your arms just down by your side, just in a relaxed position, okay? I don't want you to use them for balance like an airplane, all right? What color do you see here?
Red.
Red? I agree. I want you to follow the red light with your eyes and your eyes only without moving your head, okay? Okay. All right. All I'm going to do, I'm just going to verify some information from your driver's license, okay? If at any point you have any questions, ask me, okay? I don't get anything from hiding or lying anything from you, okay? It doesn't get me anywhere. So if you have any questions about anything, just ask, all right? Okay. What's going on? Talk to me.
I'm just like really disappointed
Okay.
because they didn't have their fucking blinker on, and it's
Okay.
like, why would I like stop to slow down? And I'm just like really upset because obviously it's all on me.
It's called an accident for a reason, right?
It is an accident, but
It's
like
not an on purpose. Okay, so just try to take a deep breath, all right? That's what insurance is for, all right?
which I appreciate.
Of course. Okay? All right. So at this point, I am going to ask that you would participate in two more field sobriety tests. Okay, so I'm going to ask if you can walk down here with me. So what I'm going to have you do is just come down here, and we're going to turn around and face the line. If you could put your left
Face
foot...
this line?
Yes, ma'am. If you could put your left foot on the end of that line like it is right now, your right foot in front of your left foot, heel touching your toe. Okay, your next step is 1. You may begin when you're ready.
1,
Arms by your side.
2, 3,
Arms by your side.
4,
Fine.
6,
Remember to look at your feet so you stay on the line.
7, Oh, fuck. 10.
Okay, just like I showed you, just like I explained.
Arms from my side, feet touching my toes.
Okay. Do you remember the second half though? Remember,
Yes.
remember you had to do a small turn.
Heels touching my toes.
Yep. Well, so it was heel to toe, but then did you remember that there was a small turnaround and you had to do 9 back?
12.
Okay. All right. As I explained.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So this one, what I want you to do, you can stand basically just right in front of me because we don't use the line at all for this one. What I want you to do, I want you to find a good spot on the ground where you feel comfortable and where you feel like you have a good base. Okay. You feel like you have a good base where you're at right now.
Sure.
Okay. I will start the time whenever you pick up your foot. Arms by your side.
1001, 1002, 1005.
Remember to look at your toe.
1006, 1007, 1000.
Okay, you can stop. Okay, all right, let's just go right back in front of the car. So at this point, I have a few questions that I would like to ask you to try to understand your night before the accident tonight, okay?
Sure.
Now, the questions I'm going to ask you are going to be very direct, and they are going to be regarding impairment. Can you tell me how the accident happened?
Yeah, I was going down this road.
Okay.
The car in front of me never put on their blinkers, so I just kept going.
Okay.
And my house is like not even 4 minutes from this place.
Okay.
And they never put on their blinkers, so I just kept going.
Okay.
And yeah,
And then, then it just turned all of a sudden in front of you and you
yeah,
couldn't get around them? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like I was keep going, and like I'm supposed to turn like 3 minutes ahead of this place.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay. All right. Where were you at before the accident tonight?
I was at Dirty Laundry.
Okay. What time do you think it is now?
I mean, given the moon, it's probably like 10 o'clock.
10:24, so yeah, pretty
Yeah.
close. Okay. Have you had anything at all alcoholic to drink tonight?
No.
You haven't had any alcohol tonight? No?
No?
Okay. All right. That's fine. Well, that negates the next question then, because I was going to ask how you feel. But it doesn't really make any sense if you don't have anything in your system, right? Okay. Can you explain why the gentleman over there came up to me whenever I was looking at that vehicle?
Yeah,
Hold on.
he
You don't even know what I'm asking.
But I know he was like super hostile and like.
Well, they said that you came up to them and you offered them $1,000 to not call the police. I don't know. I wasn't here. That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah, I mean, no. But
You didn't do that. Okay, that's fine. I wasn't here. Again, I was just asking. Okay? All right. Last thing I need you to do is just take a look at that light right there for me, okay? I do need you to put your hands behind your back at this point, being placed under arrest for DUI. There's another step in this process, and I will explain that to you in just a minute. I'm going to lock these so they don't tighten up on you, okay? All right, she's going to search you, okay? Do you have anything on your person? Needles, knives, scissors, sharp stick, or poker?
No.
Okay, thank you. Good? Okay. All right, nothing further. Well, they said that you came up to them and you offered them $1,000 to not call the police.